Hey yogis, it's Courtney from Grand Park, back for another class focused on the breath. So I'm going to read a little something from this book by James Nestor called Breath. It's a really great book about different ideas about breath. There's all kinds of different mediums, people, researchers. It's a really cool book. I'm a nerd about the breath, so maybe you wouldn't think it's interesting, but I do. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about the parasympathetic nervous system. So this is our rest and digest part of our nervous system that stimulates relaxation and restoration. And he says many of the nerves connecting to the parasympathetic system are located in the lower lobes of the lungs, which is one reason long and slow breaths are so relaxing. As molecules of breath descend deeper, they switch on parasympathetic nerves, which send more messages for the organs to rest and digest. As air ascends through the lungs during exhalation, the molecules stimulate an even more powerful parasympathetic response. The deeper and more softly we breathe in, and the longer we exhale, the more slowly the heart beats and the calmer we become. So I don't know about you all, but I am always trying to be a calmer person, especially in the times that we are living in. So let's teach our bodies to calm down today. And a lot of the things we'll do in class today are things that you don't have to do a 45-minute version of. So you could just do one of these breath exercises if you notice that you're not in a state of calm. So we're just going to start by taking what's called a box breath. So seat yourself however it feels comfortable to be in your body right now. You could do this in a chair, resting your feet down, or you could come to sit on the floor. And then let's just close our eyes. Place your hands on your rib cage. So right where you can feel your ribs, rest your palms there, settle your shoulders down, close your eyes. Let your exhale come out. And then through your nose, slowly start to inhale, expand your ribs out for 2, 3, 4, pause with your ribs out. 2, 3, 4, exhale, let your ribs contract. 2, 3, 4, and then pause out. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, pause, breath. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, pause out. 2, 3, 4, one more, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold breath. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, pause out. 2, 3, 4, and then just let your breath come back in. You can rest your palms down on your thighs or in your lap. Allow the breath to come back in naturally and see if already the breath wants to slow down. Give it permission to slow down. From here, maybe keeping your eyes closed, bow your chin into your chest. Keep your shoulders reaching away from your ears. Let the weight of your head open into your upper back. And then left ear goes to the left shoulder. See if you can send some slow breaths to the right side of your neck. Chin falls back into the chest. Keep the shoulders released down. And then right ear goes to right shoulder. Left shoulder reaches down towards left hip. Send a couple breaths into the left side of your neck. Last time, chin falls into the chest. Release your chin, release your head. Send your shoulders down. Inhale, reach your chin back to stack so that your head's stacked over your spine. Flutter your eyes open. And let's find our way to hands and knees. So if you have sensitive knees, you could always put a blanket underneath your knees or a towel underneath your knees, or if you have a mat, you could double up to rest the mat underneath the knees. Let's spread our fingers nice and wide. Tops of the feet are released on the floor. We're going to start to really connect breath with movement here. So let your breath fully come out. Inhale, belly drops, heart rises. Exhale, press into your knuckles, nose comes towards your belly button, curl in your upper back. Inhale, belly drops, heart rises. Exhale, curl everything up and in. Let the whole exhale fill the movement. Inhale, belly drops, heart rises. Exhale, curl into your spine, nose comes towards belly button, head releases. One more time. Inhale, belly drops, heart rises. Exhale, curl everything up and in. Find your neutral spine, tuck your toes. And then this might be where you stay. We're going to breathe some space into our feet. So option 1, stay here. Option 2, start to walk your hands back towards your knees. Maybe stacking your hips on your heels. That will really start to fire up the stretch. And if that creates less breathing, take your hands back towards underneath your shoulders. We'll just take a couple big, slow breaths into our feet. Take one more full cycle of breath wherever you are. And then as you exhale, release yourself forward. Release your toes. Tops of the feet come to the earth. Wrists are either going to come in to face each other. Fingertips go out to the sides of your mat if you have a mat. If that feels okay and you want even more stretch, fingertips face your knees and the wrists face forward to the front of your space. That's going to be a really deep wrist stretch. So if that's too much and the breath stops, fingertips go out, wrists come in, or wrists are facing to the front and fingertips are facing to your knees. Take a couple breaths into the wrists, into the forearms. Soften in your jaw. Fill in any tension with a really slow, supportive breath. Release your fingertips to face forward. Keep your knees where they are. Walk your hands into a big V overhead. Tap either the top of your head or your forehead down on the floor. We have downward facing dog arms. So the arms are hugging in. The fingertips are spread wide. The knuckles are pressing down and the heart is melting for the earth or for the thighs. Slow down your breath. Allow that to create opening in your upper back. Really press out full exhales from your nose. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, press yourself up and back. First downward dog, bending your knees as much as you need. So if the shoulders are really tight today, you can always take your hands out wider. That will create more space for your shoulders and your upper back. Or you can keep your hands about shoulder distance, maybe a little wider. Heart is reaching back for those thighs, hips are reaching up for the sky, heels are reaching towards the earth, head is released, armpits are hugging in. This is a very dynamic pose, lots happening. You might want to shake your head, yes and no, maybe so. And then on your inhale, rolling forward to a plank. Scooping your belly up into your spine, you can tap your knees down, keep pressing into your knuckles, lifting up out of your shoulders. And then exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. One more time, inhale forward to a plank. Knees can be down. Exhale, hips come up and back, downward facing dog, or find your way to child's pose. Establish your breath. So slowing down those inhales and exhales. You're welcome to stay resting in child's pose or coming up to down dog. And then we'll walk our hands back for the feet. Keep as much bend in the knees as you need. Let your head go. Forward fold. If your low back is a little achy today, maybe taking your feet wider than your hips. Ground all parts of your feet into the earth, so gluing them down. And then from that foundation, start to roll yourself up to a stand. Hands come to your hips. We're going to take hip circles, so feet are wider than the hips, and we're just going to start to circle in the hips. So keeping bend in your knees as you move. And then circling the other direction. Keep your feet glued where they are and the knees bend to allow movement. And then we'll find our way to mountain pose. So heels under hips, hips under shoulders, arms reach out to the sides, shoulders reach away from ears. Inhale, rise your arms tall, connecting breath with movement. Exhale, fully fold all the way over yourself. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, draw your arms tall to sky. Exhale, hands come into your heart. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, reach your arms tall. Exhale, fold the body in half. Let your head go. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, draw your arms tall. Exhale, hands come into your heart. Let's just do one more. Inhale, rise your arms tall. Exhale, fold the body in half. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, draw your arms tall. Exhale, hands come into your heart. So moving along, inhale, reach your arms tall. As we exhale, we're gonna bend the elbows and send the heart through. So upper back stretch. Inhale, draw your arms tall. Exhale, cactus stretch. Elbows bend out, heart moves up towards the sky or the ceiling. One more time. Inhale, reach your arms tall. Exhale, bend your elbows, open your heart, and then we'll find our mountain pose. From here, sink your hips, find your chair pose. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, plank pose. We're gonna pause here. Scooping belly into spine, knees can be up or down. We're gonna add a little strength and we're gonna keep focusing on sending lots of breath. So left hand reaches up for right shoulder, tap your left hand down. You can do this on your knees. Right hand reaches for left shoulder, tap your hand down. Keep scooping your belly into spine. Left hand, right shoulder, tap your left hand down. Right hand, left shoulder, tap your hand down. How's your breath? 2 more times. Left hand, right shoulder, tap your hand down. Right hand, left shoulder, tap your hand down. 1 more set. Left hand, right shoulder, tap your hand down. Right hand, left shoulder, tap your hand down. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Regather your breath. Tell your body to calm down by the way that you're choosing to breathe. So the thing I love about the Yoga Sutras is it talks a lot about how much control we do have over our mind. So we don't really have control over the way things go, but we do have control over the way we choose to react, the way we choose to breathe. Step your right foot for your right hand, staying up on the ball of the back foot, crescent lunge. So pressing into the feet, rising yourself up. You can tap your left knee down. You can bend your left knee if your back is achy. Allow the breath to move in. Allow it to soften and calm the experience. From here, left hand goes down to the floor, right arm reaches up. So open twist, left knee can tap down. Steady your gaze at one point. Press into your feet, inhale up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down to the floor, right foot steps back to the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps for left hand. We're up on the ball of the back foot. Press into your feet, draw yourself up, crescent lunge. Listen to what's happening in your back. You can tap your knee down, you can bend your knee. You can support yourself by tapping the knee down. Feel your feet steady if they're not. Establish a foundation with your feet. And then right hand goes down to the earth, left arm goes tall to the sky. Right knee can tap down at any point. Find your gaze, steady it on a point, and influence how you feel in this pose by choosing your calm, full breath. On your next inhale, press into your feet, rise yourself up, crescent lunge. Take your hands down to the earth, left foot steps back, downward facing dog. We're gonna start with the left foot again, stepping your left foot through your hands, back foot spins flat. We're opening it up, warrior two. So the left knee is stacked over the left heel, arms reach out. We're gonna connect some breath with movement here. This will be our exhale. Inhale, extend your left leg, reach your arms tall. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, extend your arms tall. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, extend your arms tall. Exhale, warrior two. We'll pause here. Left forearm comes to left thigh, right arm reaches tall. Find lots of opening and lots of breath across your heart. Feel your feet as your foundation. Inhale back, warrior two. Exhale, lengthen your left leg straight. Reach your fingertips forward, hips reach back. Left hand taps down lightly to the shin. Heart reaches tall to your extended right hand. So bottom hand is really light. This takes a lot of belly strength and a lot of breath to support it. How are those slow, steady breaths? And at any point, if you notice that they're not going so well, you bring them back. It's a practice. Inhale back, warrior two. And then we'll extend the left leg straight and we'll face the back of our space. So we're just gonna come to warrior two on the right leg. So big sink of the right knee, arms extend out from the shoulders. Establish your feet, so heel to arch alignment, gazing over your right middle finger. Exhale here. Inhale, lengthen right leg, arms reach tall to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, warrior two. Right forearm comes to right thigh. Left arm reaches tall for the sky. Steady your gaze. Feel your feet as your foundation. And then fill up the breath to support the pose. Next, inhale, find your way back, warrior two. Extend your right leg straight, reach your hips back, reach your right hand forward. Right hand comes down to the shin, left arm reaches tall towards the ceiling. Find your gaze point, steady your feet. Use your belly to reach your heart up. Right bottom hand is nice and light. Inhale back to center, warrior two. Lengthen your right leg straight, toes go in, heels go out. We'll forward fold, let your head go. A little bit of pressure on the outer edges of your feet. If your hands don't touch the floor, maybe grabbing opposite elbows or hands can be on hips. Slow down your breath. Let your head hang heavy. Hands on your hips if they're not already. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press into your feet. Lift yourself all the way up. Heel toe your feet together. Let's find our mountain pose. Hands come out to the side. Steady Steady your shoulders away from your ears. Flutter your eyes open and let's have a seat. So we're gonna come in for another breath exercise. So taking a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like to you right now, we're gonna come in for alternate nostril breathing. So this is where we inhale through one nostril, exhale through the other, and we'll kind of keep closing and opening our different air passages to keep that flow of breath. This is a really beautiful way to slow down the breath, to balance energy in the body. So we'll use our thumb and our pointer finger and our middle finger for this exercise. So close your right nostril, take a gaze at the floor. Inhale through your left nostril for 2, 3, 4. Close left nostril with your pointer finger and middle finger. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Close right. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close left. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Close right. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close left. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Close right. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close left. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Close right. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close left. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Rest your hands down in your lap. Close your eyes. And we're just going to sit and witness the breath for a minute here. So just watching yourself draw in breath, watching yourself draw out breath, and staying really curious. Anytime you notice the mind going somewhere else, just draw your awareness back to your breath. So we notice and we come back. Keep focusing on watching your breath move in, watching your breath move out. Just a few more cycles. Go ahead, release that awareness of your breath for now. Flutter your eyes open. And we'll take legs up the wall. So if you know the pose, you can go ahead and get into it. If you don't know the pose, I'll talk you through it. So you don't have to use a wall. You just need a clear space. So you can use a cabinet, You could use a dresser. You can use a closet door. That's what I tend to find works the best, because usually closet doors don't have a lot of stuff on them. Maybe yours does, I don't know. Coming to sit down next to whatever you're putting your legs up. Tuck your hip and your shoulder nice and snug, almost like you could rest your head. Take a little nap against whatever you're putting your legs up. Slide your hips forward. Keep your hips connected to the wall or the door or the cabinet. Come down to your elbows. Shoulder and hip are nice and snug. That's going to be important for this next step. So hip and shoulder are at the wall, and then you'll send your legs up so that the base of your bottom is resting against what you're putting your legs up, and feet go up from the legs. So we're in an L pose at the wall. And if your bottom is way far away from the wall, go ahead and come down and do that exercise of tucking your hip and your shoulder in. From here, we'll either take the arms wide, or you can rest your hands on your body. And then either taking a soft gaze at the ceiling or softening your eyes closed. We're going to take 3 minutes here. This is a deeply restorative and calming position. It sends lots of healthy messages to that parasympathetic nervous system to calm us down. So just staying here, focusing on your breath. If the tingling in your legs becomes too much, you can bend your knees, rest the soles of the feet against the wall, and then when you feel okay, you can rejoin us with the legs up. So I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes, giving us some space at the wall. Allow yourself to settle down, to breathe fully. So from here, you'll start to slide your heels down the wall, bending your knees, resting your feet. against the wall. And then we're gonna press away from the wall a little bit. We're gonna come to hip stretch at the wall. So taking your left foot back up the wall, rest your right ankle across your left thigh. So you have a figure 4 in your legs. And then you'll start to bend your knee any amount until you start to feel an opening in your right hip. So the more that the knee is in line with the foot, that will deepen the stretch. You can lengthen your left leg as straight as it needs to be to soften the stretch. And we'll just take 5 breaths together into this side. So let your exhale come out. Through your nose, inhale. Through your nose, exhale, that's 1. Through your nose, inhale. Through your nose, exhale, that's 2. Through your nose, inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, 4. Inhale through nose. Exhale, 5. From here, you'll replace your right foot to the wall. You'll take your left ankle up and over your right thigh, and then the same thing. The straighter the right leg is, the softer the stretch will be on your left hip, or you bend your right knee a lot, and that will create more stretch in the left hip. Let's take our 5 breaths on this side, little flex of your left foot. Exhale the breath out. Through your nose, draw in breath. Through your nose, release. That's 1. Through your nose, inhale. Through your nose, exhale, 2. Through your nose, inhale. Through your nose, exhale, 3. Through your nose, inhale. Through your nose, exhale, 4. Through your nose, inhale. Through your nose, exhale, 5. From here, replace your left foot to the wall. We'll roll over to one side, making a little pillow for the head with the inner arm. And then using your free hand to press yourself up. And let's find a comfortable position on the back. So we're gonna set it up for 1 breath exercise, and then we'll take our rest and be on with the rest of our day. So find yourself in whatever comfortable position that you wanna take on your back. Knees bent, soles of the feet, if the low back gets achy, or you can just come to lie flat on your back. From here, either hands on your body, hands out from your body, palms up. Allow your shoulders to come away from your ears, and then just settle your eyes closed. Let your body ground down to the floor. We're gonna do a 3 count inhale through the nose. We'll pause at different parts of the body, and then we'll do a long exhale through the mouth. We'll do that 3 times. Let your exhale come all the way out. Through your nose, inhale to belly and pause. Through your nose, inhale to heart and pause. Through your nose to top of head and pause. From your mouth, sigh, release the breath out. Through your nose, inhale to belly and pause. Inhale to heart and pause. Inhale to top of head and pause. From your mouth, sigh, release, breath out. Through your nose, inhale to pause at your belly. Through your nose, inhale to your heart. Through your nose, inhale to top of head. Through your mouth, release the breath out. And then allow your breath to breathe itself. We'll come into a short Shavasana, taking rest, receiving the benefits of our practice. Starting to bring your awareness back to your breath, allowing that breath to draw you into the home of your body, into this moment of presence together. You're welcome to stay and rest if you want and have time, or rolling over to your right side, making a pillow for your head with your inner arm, and then pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat, resting your palms somewhere on the thighs or in the lap, finding a tall spine, closing your eyes. And just remembering the power of our breath to influence the way that we feel, the way we allow our body to rest or not. So I'm just going to recommend maybe a deep breath to start each day, maybe a couple full breaths after you finish work, or even at any point in your workday when you just need a moment of pause. Drawing your hands in a gesture at your heart, bowing your chin into the wisdom of your heart. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in all of you. Thank you so much for practicing with us today, and I wish you a beautiful rest of your day.